Good morning. Welcome to the dive plan. I'm your guide, Jim, sporting the PADI IDC staff instructor hat today and my Eastern Academy of Scuba Education t-shirt from Vero Beach, Florida, where I took both my PADI IDC course and my PADI staff instructor course in different years. Today we're diving at Redondo Beach in beautiful Des Moines, Washington. As you can probably see, we're diving at low tide. Hopefully the viz won't be too awful for us. The plan today is to do 2 dives, one down the deep line and to see Trigger at the carousel boat, drop off some marbles for people to pick up when they come dive in the carousel boat. Then we'll go to the bottle field, see if we can't find some critters, and then we'll come back up, say hi to Captain Jack in the Black Pearl and his bird Alabaster, come up to the White Pearl, see if there's any critters on that boat, and then come up to a safety stop and be finished with that dive. And then on the second dive, we'll go down the shallow line. Hopefully we'll find that octo that's been hanging out in the fallen piling and the wolf eel that lives in the old glass buoy ball that's half buried down there. Here's an interesting fact. Wolf eels are neither wolves, which I'm sure you knew, nor eels, which you might not have known. They're actually just a species of really long fish. So hopefully we'll get to see Lady Wolf Eel and a lot of her critter friends today on our dives. So that's the plan. Let's go make it happen. See you after the dives. Hello, that's one dive down. Went down the deep line to the bottle field, saw the statue and saw Trigger, the horse in the carousel boat, picked up a couple marbles. And then we went to the bottle field and found that beautiful little Eastern Pacific Red Octopus. Found the sturgeon poacher that was there and a bunch of leopard nudies and yellow margin dorid. That was cool. Saw, excuse me, it's really sunny out here. Saw thousands upon thousands of brittle sea stars that my dive buddy Logan absolutely hates because he thinks they're creepy. It's hilarious to watch him cringe from those underwater. And then came back up, went over to the Black Pearl and saw Captain Jack, who is looking pretty rough. I got to tell you, he might need to be replaced with Captain Jack 2.0 soon. And his bird alabaster was there. And then at 63 feet, my Octo, my backup second stage, decided to have an uncontrollable free flow, which saw my air go from about 1700 psi to no psi really quick. Luckily, I was able to get to safety stop depth, do a 3-minute safety stop with just enough air to come up and have to manually or orally inflate my BCD. So that was fun. Again, like I said, luckily I had enough air and the wherewithal to get to safety stop depth and do my safety stop before I ran out. But fixed it. I repaired my backup. I found out what the problem was. The membrane inside it was curled over for some crazy reason. Took it apart, fixed it, tested it. It's good to go for the next dive. So thank goodness for that. And so now we're going to go down the shallow line and see what we can see there. All right. We'll see you after the next dive. Whew. All right, well, second dive done. I'm just hanging out here in the car now, post-dive with Penny the dive dog. As you all know, people tolerate me. They love Penny. So she comes with me on all our dives, and she guards the car and the gear while I'm underwater in her little air-conditioned seat with her little air conditioning fan and everything. So, went down the shallow line. Unfortunately, that GPO that was in the fallen piling is gone, replaced by that big giant red rock crab in the picture. And unfortunately, Lady, what's her name, Wolfiel, wasn't home either. Hopefully she's just out hunting and she'll be back next time I come here to go diving. We did see lots of sea cucumbers, tons of crabs, a bunch of different varieties of sea stars, and more halibut and sole than I've seen in a long time, including that one enormous halibut. I was like, wow, that thing is bigger than a dinner plate, like an entire plate. Don't usually see them around here get that big, but that one was huge. So yeah, we had a great dive overall. Came back, And I'll tell you what, the thermocline, as the tide is coming in, really hit us on the way out, because it's 50 degrees at the surface, and at 48 feet we went under the thermocline and it dropped 4 degrees. Ooh, you can feel that, let me tell you. So when we came back and did our safety stop, oh, it was like tropical doing our safety stop in 15 to 20 feet of water. It was fantastic. For those of you wondering about earlier when I said I fixed my regulator, I am certified to do that, so don't worry, I know what I'm doing some of the time. And the fact that I was like just about completely out of air, just finishing my safety stop, is actually a good thing. That means if you stay calm and keep breathing, and go slow, you can pretty much figure out anything underwater and keep yourself safe. Keep that in mind. Anyway, next dives will be tomorrow at Dickman's Mill. It's night dive time. Yeah. Dickman's Mill Park in Tacoma on Ruston Way. Hopefully we'll get some good night dive pictures out of that. We'll see. Stay tuned. Fins up. Dive safe.